Yes, good morning everyone. Let's talk the running order. I mean, it is crazy how fast this Eurovision week has gone, but here's the running order for the finale. And yeah, and before that, two things. I saw something very wholesome on Instagram and when I woke up because I went to bed like, you saw the videos. And when I woke up and I saw that the songwriter for Israel's song Keren Pelez, I think her name is, she was sitting next to an audience member in the crowd and he was screaming Yuval, and she was like, are you from Israel? He was not, from Switzerland. And she was like, yeah, thank you so much for liking Yuval Raphael. I wrote the song. And the look of his face was, it was such a wholesome moment. You know what, that he didn't just boo her and but the fact that he was like, wow, he was sitting next to the songwriter for Israel's song. I was like, oh. And also, was Czechia robbed yesterday? Because reading the comment section underneath everyone's post, everyone was saying that Czechia was robbed. Was Czechia robbed? Not really for me, and many people are saying that since the removal of the juries, Czechia has always been robbed. I mean, no offense to the Czechia song, I've said it every time. I think the fact that the song lacked a big finish to me. I've said it, and I was like, sure, everyone in the top 14 could have qualified in the odds, but I never predicted Czechia to qualify because I think that song lacks the last big finish. You need something. But I'm gonna say the big surprise for me was spelled Denmark. I was like, oh wow. Anyway, let's talk running order. Tomorrow it is the grand finale of Eurovision 2025. Wait. And we have the running order to talk about. Wait. So we begin today. I'm gonna say the first thing I think about when I see this running order is poor Luxembourg. They don't predict Luxembourg to win this at all. Anyway, unless they do a Ukraine and pull out big audience vote. I don't know. Anywho, we begin the show with Norway. That's a good start. Norway with Kyle Alexandro is a good start. And then we have Larthon with the La Population song as the opening and next act. Estonia is going out as number 3. This is a strong beginning of this show. And Tony Cash with Espresso Macchiato, and then we have Yuval Raphael. Oof, this is a strong top beginning of the show. She has a very similar placement that Inu Golan had. I think Inu Golan was 5th last year, so Israel got basically the same spot again. Lithuania with Katastris is up next. That is slowing it down before we get the show with Spain and Melody and Esa Diva. Then we have Ukraine with Zifferblatt and Bird of Prey. If I can recall all the songs here, I'm a geek. Wait. I mean, like I said, if I can recall all the names here in a go, I'm a super geek. But anyway, Zifferblatt and Bird of Prey we have here. I think this is maybe the time we're gonna have the commercial break, or is it the fact, somewhere here we're gonna have a commercial break. And then we have Remember Monday, What the Hell Just Happened. I'm gonna say I think that song was pretty decent live, but I predict that song to come low. Anyway, then we have Austria. That's a very early start for Austria to come out, but this is, I don't know, was it in 2023? We had Loreen. She was around here somewhere. I think she was around here somewhere because I think that was like the big thing, that everyone in the beginning in 2023 didn't receive many points except Poland and Blanc and Solo. Otherwise, because everyone was waiting for one of the frontrunners to win this. So I expect Austria to pull in JJ and Waste Love to bring in the big points. because there's not one winning candidate in the beginning, except maybe Israel and Estonia are one, maybe the big favorites to win this. Then we have IJJ and We Still Love. This is a strong start because there's not one. This is the thing with the whole finals. There's not one bad song in here. Not one. Anyway, then we move on to Iceland with the Verb and Roa. That's a good party song. And then we have Tautumetas with the Space Aliens. I was like, they look like a mix of Space Aliens and fairies. And then we have Claude with Zelavi. And now we are talking because many people are predicting that Finland might win this. And me and my mother had back and forward communication yesterday, and she was like, that was a show. I mean, Erika Wickman, yeah, I think the only thing that can stand in the way for a victory for Finland is the juries. Because she was amazing. She was so amazing yesterday, and yeah, she pulled out the show. And then we're gonna slow down again with Italy, with Lursi Corso. And then, I'm gonna say, I think they have put a very nice mix, because we're going slow, fast, slow, and then we're going down to the mother, Gaia, Justina Skowska, and the Gaia song. Then we have the Baller song from Germany. I think Germany did pretty well. So Germany, you don't have to worry about 0 points anymore. Keep this up. And keep this up and sing as you did in yesterday, and I think you're gonna do a top 20 result for Germany. I think that was actually a pretty decent result. Pretty decent live performance. And then we have Claudia with Astramato song from Greece. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then we have Harik with Survivor. One of the best staging, I'm gonna say, and many were surprised to see that Armenia went through. I was like, did you say that they do not see the same live performance? I think he had one of the best live performances yesterday. Spot on. Then we have Soema and Voyage. I think this will be like a very calming section of this finals. This is a strong finals for looking at it, because Voyage and Soema, yeah, I think she can be up there in the top 5. Then we have Malta. Many predict that Malta will not do well with the televote. Sounds like, ooh. Mirana Conte and Serving. I have to explain to my mother what happened, the controversy surrounding this song. And she was like, oh. Let's see. And then we have Portugal with Napa. We are slowing down, because now we're doing the same thing here. Slow song, fast song, slow song, fast song, and then we have, I think the big surprise for me when it comes to qualification act, it was Denmark with Cesal and Hallucination. I was like, when I was talking to my mother again, I was like, I lack the power in her eyes when she sings. But other than that, she was phenomenal with vocals. And then I think now we are talking within the last 4. We have possibly the winner here. Within the last 4, we have Sweden, and then Sweden and Kai and Bala Bala Bastu. Then we have France, Luan and Maman. And if I will not vote for Sweden, because I was asked actually to be part of a Eurovision thing when I submitted my votes, my 12 points in a video. I will maybe upload that to my shorts video, so you can see how I would vote if I was a country. And I gave very high points to France. I did not vote for Sweden. I cannot vote for my own country. No, I don't cheat. Anyway, then we have Tutta Italia with San Marino, and we end this final with Serm song. With Code Electronique, Serm. I mean, this is a strong final. It's not one bad song in here. No, I don't think we have one bad song in here. And if I will rank my top 5 just based on this running order, I mean, I would put Sweden course, France, Albania, Finland, and I will put Switzerland or Israel in here. I will have to say Israel for this. If I will rank it to my top 10, we have Sweden, France, Finland, Albania, and Israel. I will put Switzerland, Greece. I will put Norway, Malta, and the Netherlands. I will put that in my top 10. Who will I think will be the bottom 5? This is a tricky one to say. Who will I put in my bottom 5? Let's go from the backing up. I will put in my bottom 5. I'm sorry, Portugal. This is a tricky one to say. This is a hard one to say. Who will my bottom 5 be? Let's go from the other end, because I think we are looking at the big bottom 5 from the beginning of the show. I mean, I would put... This is hard. But just my honest first response is Spain, Ukraine, the UK, Portugal, and maybe San Marino in my bottom 5. I think that will maybe be possible, but who will end up last in the finals? I have no idea. I would think the one who end up last is maybe Portugal? I don't know. This is a very hard one to predict. I mean, I don't know who is going to end up last. This is my just guessing. I have been awake like 20 minutes. This is my morning tea. But other than that, I'm gonna say this is a very, very big finals. This is a strong finals because we have such amazing songs. And looking at this lineup, no offense to the other ones who have not qualified, I don't think we can get a stronger finals than this. And I think the running order is very interesting. But like I said, I think we are looking for a potential win from Albania, France, Sweden, Switzerland, Finland. I have not said Israel will not win this, but my mother said she had not listened to the song ever and she had goosebumps. She had goosebumps when she heard the song. So I would put Israel in the potential top 5, but a win, no. But other than that, what do you think about this running order? You tell me and you sound off how you feel about the running order. Is there someone here we are missing? Let's talk in the comments. Oh hi, you're still here. I hope you have not forgotten to subscribe. So subscribe here and look for the recommended video over here and end credit now. Bye.